usage problems at this point in time, and they're just waiting to pounce. So.
Right. If you had money, would you invest in a wireless company?
I don't have any money, so it's not a question.
What about you, Chris? Thumbs up, thumbs down right now?
I would, yeah. If it had a value proposition that made sense, yes.
Okay. Bob?
I think my answer is very similar. I think just to invest in a wireless, LAN company, that's kind of very shaky. But if somebody's trying to use that together with some other technologies to bring some, some real value to that customer or to the industry, then I would definitely invest.
I would definitely agree. I would agree that a lot of the things we've talked about would have to be met, such as security, and again, it'd have to provide business value. And I would think, and if they get some good clients behind their belt, yeah, certainly I would invest in something like that.
All right, we're up against a commercial break. Up next, we're going to talk about phone cell wars, and Net Intentions just started a wireless company. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Pocket Protectors. Cingular Wireless is pushing an unlimited usage plan, and that has touched off a price war. Bob, since you've had Cingular the longest, essentially what's happening in the marketplace?
I think it's more a marketing exercise than it is really anything else. It's really kind of interesting because I've had a similar plan for about 2 years, and I've been a Cingular and its predecessor customer for, I hate to say how long, when cell phones couldn't be portable unless you had a suitcase. But
wait a second, I had one of those white bad boys, the brick ones.
The one that didn't have anything inside it. So
that's right. I looked so cool in Los Angeles about having that.
Yeah, the cell
phony. Right. That's another service we're going to be offering later this month.
Point being, and I think this is probably most important, this is merely another marketing exercise. All this different rates and plans have been available before. They might have changed the pricing or the minutes around, but all these features have been around. But what Cingular is doing is they're going to push this. And they're going to push this to try to get customers. I mean, that's really what it's about. It's customer acquisition.
Right.
It's not giving me any benefit. It's getting new customers. And in fact, almost all of you, if you've ever been a user of cell phone service for any length of time, and they come out with a new feature, and you call up and say, "I want that feature," they'll say, "Well, you can't have that. You're not a new user."
Right. You got to re-up for 2 more years and things of that sort. Mike, what's the response from what we used to call the R-Box to this?
The R-Box. Well, I don't know. Are you talking about the individual Bell companies, like your Ameritex?
Right. I mean, what are they doing in response? I know that Ameritech here in the Midwest is offering like local unlimited access.
Well, I think the big thing is now you're competing with a wireless phone as your home phone, as your everywhere phone. I mean, I know a lot of people that do that. They have their cell phone, and that is their number. I mean, in fact, I'm not 100% sure, but I've seen that I think Sprint PCS, actually also sends in your caller ID information as well. It's not as if it's a cellular call coming in. It'll actually show the person's name as well. I mean, it's very much like a home phone.
I mean, that was the original idea, was to eliminate your landline at home, was to use the cell phone, take it anywhere that you wanted. I mean, that's what I kind of, that's why I got into it originally, and they kept saying, you can plug in your laptop. I mean, what happened to that?
No, I think very much that's the vision now that's coming into people's homes. I know people who use it as dual, they don't even use, a home line anymore, basically.
Unless
considering their cell phone bills, usually that's a pretty wise choice anyway, rather than paying another $25 to $30 a month.
So how's that going to impact business? I know that everybody's carrying around cell plans. I mean, is that really going to save some money for these big companies?
Well, it depends on what you mean by big companies. I know at PwC, I mean, the largest companies all negotiate independently, so it's not relevant to them. As Bob said, I think this is a play where somebody's trying to steal some market share. I don't really. I don't think
it's going to have any major impact on the market because it's a marketing tool. What happens is the minute that Cingular does it, then Verizon will do something, then AT&T, then all the people will follow with similar plans, and then what happens is it just kind of washes out. Right.
But that's good for the home consumer, though.
Yeah.
Well, the cool thing is they're cooperating. I mean, finally the giants are cooperating, so they're not having these ridiculous roaming rates that they pass on to one another. Right. I mean, they say now it's a little over a dime when you're dealing with somebody out of the coverage area in terms of what they're paying, and they don't have to pass it on to the consumer anymore because they view it as frivolous compared to some of the packages they're buying.
Right.
Well, you know, I think there's another issue here where it doesn't really make sense to use